call the police, but we're gonna figure it out, okay? After the lunch. Like this morning, about the bike stolen, and the kid was fighting, and the community saw me walking in the neighborhood, so they able to talk to me. I able to really mediate and talk and follow up with that. So it's not a particular one thing. We do everything.
They were doing a mobile dental clinic. So we partnered with them and got them a location right here in the community policing spot. And so they're able to serve families and get their dental needs met. It was far worse than anything I had ever imagined. Just getting up the stairs was like an ice skating rink. The pipes had frozen in the middle of the night and immediately froze the stairs. The floor was like an ice skating rink, and he didn't know what to do.
And his conflict was that he had to pick up his daughter at school. And he was just dumbfounded that I was going to go out of my way to help him. You know, he ran up, he came back, he's trying to show me his paperwork. I'm like, buddy, I believe you, we're on the honor system here. Get in the car and let's go get your daughter. And was just very grateful. It didn't take a week. It didn't take a lot of time. It just took somebody willing to listen and to help, and that's it. Yeah.
I don't think I'd want to do this job without Jen or a coordinator down here. You're checking to see if everything's kind of the norm. The people you know, the regular people you know. Down here is a very transient neighborhood, so you get a lot of new people. We try to kind of figure out who's new, maybe where they're from, what they're here for. You know, it varies. Maybe it's getting someone in the right direction for housing. Maybe it's getting someone in the right direction for rehab, for alcohol or for drugs.
That's all you can do. Yeah, you try and find another provider or resource for the time being and at least fill that gap until that bed is available, and you build a relationship so that they know where to come the next time they are in a position to get help.
It pulls the whole thing together. I don't think it would be nearly as effective without that civilian component.
And they can easily talk to somebody like me who has the time and the interest to listen and try and bridge some of those gaps. We get information, we can give information to them that maybe will divert the need for police interaction.
It does make a difference. The job is about relationships. And you know, we're all different. Like, I think I have a lot of good relationships out there, but there are some people that you just don't bond with, whether it's because you're a police officer or whatnot. But what's nice is the civilian coordinator, whether it's Jen or someone else, a lot of times they can bond. So you have some type of communication with everybody.
I have numbers in my head of parents that I know that when I see their kids out and about when they shouldn't be, I will call the parents and ask them, do you know where your child is? We know the families, we know the residents, we know what's right, we know what's wrong, and we can help to make sure that everyone stays safe, especially in this day and age.
There is a need for there to be that connection between law enforcement and the community, and I look at my role as building that bridge.
You wouldn't walk down here after 5 o'clock 30 years ago. Well, I went from basically nearly homeless to being pretty stable.
I don't know what we'd do without the community policing unit down there through a lot of things, because I really don't know where I would have gone to for the answers with my housing. My brother probably would have lost his house.
There was some gang activity around one of my buildings, a lot of vandalism. Sooner and Janine would kind of work the issues, and they had the boots on the ground to figure out where it was coming from, and then the officers addressed it, and the problems cleared up.
I think it's a great program, and I think that because I've gotten to know Sarah and David over the years, and it really is about building those relationships, I think, and they do take time.
The police there has been an anchor for me in my life and my family since I moved here. The conception of the police conception I had back home before coming here is completely different from the one I found here.
When I first started, was for me as a coordinator, it's diverse, and it's important to show that the community that the police here to help. You know, especially English is second language. English is my second language, so I can relate it to other diverse community. That you don't have to speak English to call 911 for help.
I think they're an asset, and I think they'll continue to be an asset as the kids get older. Because as I said, that all kids need a safe place to go to, and Sooner she's a problem solver.
You know, and if Janine goes down to, you know, one of the housing areas, she's accepted, she's known, so if she comes back there with a police officer, I'm sure it's a much better reception than the officer walking in there cold, not knowing the people.
We're here. Don't be afraid to come to the door. Come in, talk to us. Let us know what your problem is. If it's something we can't fix, we can usually send you in the right direction, whether it's maybe a different city agency or a different organization that can handle it. But if we don't know what's going on, we can't help.
We're here to help, small or big. You know, just call us or drop by in our office. We're here, and that's what we do every day.
Not much going on. I'll go down and see what Mike's up to.